Hello everybody, it's Glitter Informer, and do you guys remember Cura Claire? Despite being prominently featured on the website, merchandise, and promotional material to the point of being listed before Cura Arcana Shadow, Cura Claire has not appeared at all throughout the entire show, not even in the opening or ending themes. I remember being so hyped when I thought she might be a dude way back before the website went up, but now I've almost forgotten she exists. Or existed. Or will exist. Who knows when we're gonna find out more about her. So why am I bringing her up now all of a sudden? Well, as of this episode, I now believe we have 4 characters who each have a good chance of turning out to be Cura Claire. All 4 of these characters appear in the opening theme, so it's like they're gonna be important to the show in some way. Also, all 4 of these characters have their hair parted near the right side of their face, just like Cura Claire. Also, they're all important enough to have brief profiles on the website. That's not a privilege most of the minor characters in the show have gotten. The first suspect is Eriza Kurusu, the mystery novelist whose stolen pen was the focus of episode 2. Her neutral-colored hair and green outfit don't exactly scream blue Cure. But then again, Anna's pink outfit doesn't exactly scream purple Cure, but she is in fact Cure Answer. Also, Toei has this nasty habit of classifying light blue Cures as green. We haven't had an actual green Cure since 2016, unless you count the stage play Dude spin-off. So maybe Cura Claire is supposed to be a green Cure, and Eriza's actually green outfit is foreshadowing of that. Big thing that has me pointed to Eriza as an Eclair candidate is her hairstyle. Those drill-shaped ponytails of hers are extremely similar to Cura Claire's ponytail, which branches off into 2 drills. Also, this is a huge stretch, but Cura Claire has a prominent butterfly-shaped decoration on her hat, and Eriza's bows in her hair look a bit like butterflies. The second suspect is Kurea Hoa, the patisserie employee who appears very briefly in episode 2. Her blue hair is an instant indicator of possibly being a blue Cure. Also, the hair clip in her hair is very clearly a butterfly. No ambiguity like with Eriza's hair accessories. Furthermore, Kurea's strands of hair that stick out on the sides of her head resemble Cura Claire's hair a bit. But what really gets my eyes on Kurea is that her name might be based on the English name Claire, which is just 1 syllable away from Eclair. It sounds like a stretch, but it's not impossible. Now on to our third suspect, the student council president who appears very briefly in episode 5. She's unnamed in the anime itself, but the website lists her as Rei Kaneda. Her teal hair is more of a green teal than a blue teal, but Cura Claire's hair is kinda teal even though her clothes are full-on blue. Rei has the same side hair thing going on as both Kurea and Cura Claire, but also Rei's bangs stick out really far to the left, just like Cura Claire's. In addition, Rei's orange eyes look kinda similar to Cura Claire's eyes, which are red-orange. Finally, Rei's hair clip is shaped like a diamond. Notice how each of the 4 Cures featured on the website have differently shaped jewels hanging off their skirts. Cure Answer has ovals, Cure Mystique has rectangles, Cure Arcana Shadow has teardrops, and Cura Claire has, you guessed it, diamonds. Our 4th and final suspect is introduced in this episode, and is the main focus. Introducing Shiruku Ieri, a famous and beloved actress who is also a high school student. Her entire character design is blue. Her hair is cyan and her outfit is bluish purple. Her hair, with the loops at the side of her head and the long ponytail in the back, is extremely reminiscent of Cura Claire's. Her midriff is showing, just like Cura Claire's. Finally, Shiruku has a prominent earring that's shaped like a 4-pointed star. And guess what? Cura Claire has 4-pointed stars all over her hair and outfit. Which has me thinking, what if Cura Claire's true identity is none of these 4 girls? Because you want to know who else has 4-pointed stars permanently featured in their character designs? Every single one of the Phantom Thieves, except for Mashutan for some reason. What if, much like Cura Arcana Shadow is almost certainly going to be, Cura Claire is also a reformed Phantom Thief? Well, now that I've spent more than an entire page rambling about some character who hasn't even appeared yet in the show, it's time to finally get started on the actual contents of the episode. Welcome everybody to the lesbian theater episode of Meitantei Pretty Cure! The main conceit of this episode is that Shiruku is paying a visit to the main character's middle school, where she'll feature in a TV special about a school play the theater club is putting on. To say that everyone is super hyped about this celebrity visiting their school is an understatement. The reactions from Anna, Mikuru, and Pochitan in particular go beyond simply starstruck and straight into celebrity crush territory. They're literally blushing and have hearts in their eyes. But nobody is gayer for Shiruku than Mikuru's classmate and friend, Rie Asama. Yes, Rei and Rie are two separate characters. Try not to get them confused, okay? Anyways, Rie is so head over heels for Shiruku that she goes into full-blown panic mode and can't even speak in front of her. This is kind of a problem since Rie is part of the drama club and will thus be working directly with Shiruku. Fortunately, even though Rie makes a fool out of herself, blabbering and stuttering inanely in front of her celebrity crush, Shiruku is perfectly friendly and accepting of her. In fact, she demonstrates a series of physical exercises she uses to calm herself down whenever she gets stage fright, and they're able to calm Rie down too. Yeah, here's the main thing that weighs the episode down. Shiruku is kinda sorta perfect. I know that this entire episode is called Don't Make Assumptions, and we've seen only one episode's worth of Shiruku so far, but all we're shown of her is how amazing she is without a single character flaw in sight. She's extremely accomplished, especially for her age. She's able to balance studying at high school with her friends and working as a top-notch actress adored across the nation. She's mature, elegant, and fashionable to the point where everyone in the school is enamored with her beauty. She's a positive, inspiring force that everyone looks up to, is super helpful and kind to everyone, and always knows exactly what to say to cheer people up when they're down. It's not just Rie who gets the Shiruku pep talk treatment. Anna and Mikuru talk to her about their detective agency job, and how they don't get many customers, probably because they're still in junior high. Shiruku cheers them up with a good old title drop. Don't make assumptions. Shiruku tells them about how her parents and boss worried about her going to high school while being an actress, but she defied their expectations and chose to go to high school anyways, and she makes things work. So Anna and Mikuru should try and make their job work too. The thing is, I don't see how Shiruku's situation relates to Anna and Mikuru's. Shiruku's obstacle is one of time management and work-life balance, while Anna and Mikuru don't seem overwhelmed by their workloads at all. In fact, it's quite the opposite. People don't give them enough work to do because why enlist middle schoolers to solve your mysteries when you could hire an adult professional detective to do it instead? But even so, the pep talk works perfectly on our two protagonists because it's from Shiruku, and the whole world revolves around Shiruku. I really hope that if Shiruku does turn out to be Cure Claire, we eventually find out some hidden weakness about her. Sure, Shiruku is super enthusiastic and curious, and she's always moving around and full of energy, but that's hardly a unique trait for a character in this franchise. Other than that, the only thing that stands out about her is just how amazing and wonderful and beautiful and perfect she is. It's difficult as a viewer to be interested in a character who has the best life ever and is beloved by literally everybody else. Well, enough grumping around. Remember how last episode I was complaining about Aga-sen being given nothing to do after episode 3? Well, Toei heard my prayers and answered them with the second coming of Aga-sen. Hallelujah! Her quarry this episode is the drama club's ratty old dress. They use the same dress every year and it's threadbare and it's got holes in it. But to the drama club's credit, they modify the dress every year by adding stuff onto it, and they actually manage to spiff it up and make it look really good. But, oh no! The dress is, of course, stolen! Anna and Mikuru immediately jump on the case, and Shiruku insists on helping them out. This is the first time anyone other than Jet Senpai has teamed up with them. Perhaps this is foreshadowing Shiruku taking a more permanent role in the group? It's interviewing time! The last person who saw the dress before it disappeared was the short brunette kid. She went into a classroom, hanged the dress up, and left for 5 minutes to go grab some props from Rie and the tall, dark, and handsome club president. When she came back, the dress was gone. This whole time, Rie and the tall, dark, and handsome club president were hanging out right outside the classroom in the hallway. The only person they ever saw enter or leave the classroom was the brunette kid. So the scene of the crime is the classroom, and assuming the brunette kid isn't lying, the only possible culprits were the 3 people who were in the classroom the entire time. The TV show director, the TV show cameraman, and Shiruku's manager. But all 3 of them have alibis. They were all so busy working that none of them noticed the dress going missing. To make matters even worse, the dress just so happened to be stolen the day of the play. And it's only 10 minutes to showtime. So Shiruku takes to the stage to buy Anna and Mikuru some time to complete the investigation. She does a celebrity Q&A with the play's audience, and they're so busy worshiping her and licking her feet that they don't even notice the play is running late. Meanwhile, Anna pulls out the pre-kit voice memo and uses a feature we've never seen before. It can completely change the user's voice and disguise where it's coming from. This was never even hinted at before. They're just pulling new abilities out of nowhere so they can advertise the real-life pre-kit toys better, I guess. Anna does something pretty interesting with this brand new out-of-nowhere power. She disguises her own voice as the PA system and announces that the dress has been found! Hooray! She does so while hidden away, but within earshot of the 3 suspects. They react with relief and with curiosity as to where the dress is found. But one of them behaves in such a way that Anna and Mikuru get a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and realize who done it. When this happened, I had a pretty good guess that the culprit was the cameraman. None of the 3 suspects have bags on them or anything, but the cameraman has these absolutely massive parachute pants, which are plenty big enough to hide a voluminous dress inside. That being said, that isn't enough in and of itself to make an open and shut case against him. But it turns out I was right anyways. You see, right after Anna made the fake announcement, the cameraman lifted his foot and stole a glance at the hem of his gigantic trousers. This was enough for Anna and Mikuru to make the assumption that the dress was, in fact, underneath his pants, even though this whole episode is about not making assumptions. Well, apparently, the girls weren't making assumptions, but actually were challenging their assumptions. You see, they would ordinarily assume that only girls wear dresses, and that dresses aren't worn under other clothes. But Shiruku, in all her splendorous glory, taught Anna and Mikuru, the freaking detectives who already have a fair amount of sleuthing experience, not to make assumptions. Apparently nobody had ever taught either of them that before. Even though Mikuru was seen reading a book about the dangers of jumping to conclusions all the way back in episode 3, but never mind that, because it wasn't coming out of the mouth of Shiruku Jesus Christ Ieri. Well, at least we could screen cap Mikuru out of context to make it look like he's saying only girls wear dresses. So there's that. In a panic, the cameraman checks the hems of his big old Mondo Owada pants, but they end up lifting up and revealing the blue skirt of the dress underneath. With his cover now completely blown, the cameraman reveals himself to be the one, the only, Aga-sen. This disguise goes beyond the fate of these usual cross-dressing. Aga-sen was cross-dressing as a man who was cross-dressing as a woman. So, remember how last episode Uso Noir told Niji to just focus on the Makoto jewels and leave Pretty Cure alone? Well, I guess Aga-sen wasn't listening during that part, because rather than running off with the Makoto jewel, she immediately turns it and the dress into a Haninda. And so the girls transform to fight it. The fight doesn't go so well at first. The Haninda acts like a top, and it spins so quickly that Cure Answer and Cure Mystique can't land a hit on it. But then, the girls get an idea. I really like that these past few episodes have had the Cures outwit the bad guys instead of simply overpowering them through brute force and sheer willpower. It makes their victories all the more satisfying. This time, Cure Mystique is the one who acts as bait. While she captures the Haninda's attention by attacking it with her Mystique reflection shield thingy, Cure Answer jumps up to the very top of the Haninda, the only part of it that's stationary. and wallops it with a good ol' answer attack. And then they do the flying spectrum finisher attack, and the monster is KO'd. And so the girls return the dress and the play goes off without a hitch. Remember how almost 3 pages ago I called this episode the lesbian theater episode? Well, it's just because everyone and their mother is gay for Shiruku. See, the play is a retelling of Cinderella. The fairy godmother tries to summon a pumpkin to send Cinderella to the ball, but messes up her spell and sends Cinderella forwards in time instead. So now she's stranded in time in Makoto Mirai City in the year 1999. Wow, could you imagine if they made an entire Pretty Cure season about that concept? Anyways, Cinderella meets up with a middle school student played by the tall, dark, and handsome class president, and they try to get to the ball together. In the end, they fail, but Cinderella is so happy to have met and bonded with this student, who is a girl by the way, and so she dances with her instead. Yep, the theater club puts on a lesbian play for the whole country to watch on TV. That reminds me a lot of that one episode of the very first season of Pretty Cure, where the 2 main characters played Romeo and Juliet in a school play of their own. It's good for the time travel season to have a retro throwback like this. Before the episode ends, we get one last scene of importance. After the play is over, filming has wrapped up, and the finished episode airs on TV. A new visitor steps into the Kyoto Detective Agency to talk with Anna and Mikuru. Well, she isn't exactly new. She's Shiruku. Oh my goodness gracious, who would have known? She's come over here to get herself some of that pretty holic fragrance because Toei isn't done plugging their merch just yet. Jet Senpai is the token heterosexual of the episode. He goes completely beet red, blushing harder than everyone else in this episode combined, as he beholds the striking beauty that is Shiruku Ieri. And so the episode comes to a close. I know I have complaints and nitpicks about every single episode I watch of this show, but I really am having a good time with this season overall. I'm always a sucker for LGBT stuff, and as a former theater kid, I love the idea of a drama club focused episode. It's also great to see Augustine back in the spotlight. I hope she doesn't go missing for another 6 episodes in a row. And Shiruku wasn't a bad focus character or anything, she's just kinda boring and could be fleshed out a lot more. Closest thing I have to a full-on gripe with this episode is that I don't really get the whole not making assumptions message. Anna and Mikuru succeeded because they did make assumptions. They assumed the brunette kid was telling the truth and wasn't the culprit, and they assumed the cameraman didn't simply have an itchy ankle and a taste for parachute pants. I'm not saying they had no reason to suspect him, he was the most likely suspect, but they completely skipped over he's probably the culprit and went straight to he's definitely the culprit. My question is, when is it okay to make assumptions, and when do you have to question everything? Whatever. Next episode is about a painting or something. I'll see you all then. Bye bye!